Okay, so basically, I realized that I wasn't necessarily getting ready with you. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try this one more time, and I'm actually gonna tell the story of my second boyfriend. Now that you guys know about my first and how that happened. Well, not my second boyfriend, because the first one was never my boyfriend. That would be weird. But, I never actually, my first boyfriend, I never actually had sex with him, so I can't say my second body either. So, it was just kind of really confusing. My first person wasn't my boyfriend. The second person was my boyfriend, but we never had sex. It was like twin flame karmic, or maybe soulmate karmic. I don't know, one or the other. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I just cried. I just went through a lot in the past like 30 minutes. Basically, when I turned 17, I got a job at Taco Bell. Loved the job, most definitely did. Don't want to go back though. Sorry. Basically, I just got hired for a job when I turned 17, and my first day working there, I saw my ID. There was 3 guys on the line at the time, and I was attracted to 2 out of the 3 of them, but he was the one who was most attractive to me. It was Ray J. It was Ray J. And what was his name? Jay-Zon. So it was like 2 J's and a Ray. It was Jalen, Jay-Zon, and then there was Raymond. So all 3 of them worked on the line, and I saw them the first day that I came in, and I wasn't necessarily worried about that. Like, of course I saw them, but I'm worried about my job. I'm not really worried about like niggas right now. I'm trying to get this money. I ain't fucking with none of y'all. But it was the way in which Jalen approached me. Jalen was just kind of like, hey, can I get your number? And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, nah, you can't get my number, but I take yours. So this is important for later, because I made myself look so stupid later. Okay, so basically what had happened is I texted him. I waited all day for this man to text me. Not knowing that I told him that I wasn't going to give him my number. I needed his. So this whole day, I'm over here waiting for this boy to text me, and he don't text me. So finally, I cracked down at like 8 o'clock or something like that. It's like dark and shit, and I'm like, okay, I'm about to text him. I'm like, damn, how you gonna ask for my number and not text me? He like, did you forget? Like, I didn't get your number, you took mine. So I'm just sitting here like, oh shit, now I look stupid. But yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. So we just start talking and texting or whatever, and we vibing. Like, I really like this kid. He's super sweet. He's like nice as fuck. He's caring. He was always like a bunch of little kids around where he was, and he was always like very nurturing. So he gave me like dad vibes and everything. So it was like he was perfect or whatever. So then, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say he was perfect. There was lots of red flags I just wasn't paying attention to. Like, my man's, he I don't know, it was just like, I wasn't trying to jump in a relationship super fast with some dude that I barely know, because I had just got out of like a really traumatic experience with my first. So I was just kind of like, I'm not really trying to like think you a nice person, you turn out to be a sociopath like I did this motherfucker. So like, I was just like, and this is exactly what fucking happened to me, craziest part about it. But so I refused to like jump into a relationship with him off jump. But then somehow, some way, this nigga convinced me to be his quote unquote girlfriend. So I was his girlfriend for a couple of weeks or whatever. And it was pretty good. Like, he was a pretty good boyfriend or whatever. Like, we went to the movie. Oh, so storytime 101. We went to the movies with my best friend Tyler. Her and her boyfriend Sincere have been together for fucking ever. But basically, what had happened was we went on a double date. Wasn't a good idea. Definitely wasn't a good idea. So we go on this double date or whatever, and we go to the movies. I can't even remember what movie we saw. It was like some video game. I don't know what type of movie we saw. I think it was like some video game movie or something like that. But we go to the movies and it's whatever. Her dad takes us to the movies and takes us home. So after we leave the movies, like, all the whole time, Sincere and her nigga is over there just arguing the whole time, doing whatever. So because they like a seasoned couple, they not on that like they not on that giddy shit when we get to the movie theater. But me and Jalen, we wasn't on that. Like we was popping shit as soon as we got in there. Like we was wilding, we was acting stupid, and we was the only motherfuckers in the movie theater. So like we chilling, we vibing. So Tyler and her boyfriend just kind of like staring over at us, like keep looking over at us, like, and we over there being all nasty and being all giddy and shit. And they just looking at us like, not like they mad or anything, but like, why ain't we doing that? And they both looking at each other, well, not looking at each other, but looking at us individually, but they not really coming to the conclusion together that they should be doing what the fuck we doing right now. They just like being a lame couple. Well, they a cute lame couple. They the old couples or whatever. But yeah. So then we get in the car, and it's time to go home. And no, we went to Roosters after that, but then her dad came to pick us up while we was at Roosters, and we was like kissing and doing all this good shit. She told her dad that it wasn't a double date, that we was all just hanging out together, because I guess her dad didn't know that she had a boyfriend at the time. But her and her boyfriend is like doing the most, literally, at this restaurant. He walks in and sees them kissing and doing all this other shit. So her dad already on bullshit. So me and Jalen, we was just sitting there smiling when he walked in, and we saw him because we was literally like, your dad is in here. And she turned around and she was like, bitch, where? And she started like acting all weird and shit. And we like, he right there. So we get in the car, and he driving us home. He take Jalen home first. And the whole time we was in the car ride, like, we held hands, and I'm pretty sure that was it. And I'm pretty sure he gave me a kiss on the cheek. And I guess she said she heard smacking, so she thought we was in the back kissing or doing all that. I'm like, your boyfriend was literally sitting right next to us. We was not kissing and doing all that. The most we did was hold hands, and he gave me a kiss on my cheek. But I told him to chill out with all that. So as soon as he hop up out the car, her dad go in on me. He like, what the fuck do you think this is, the Love Boat? And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, hold the phone, hold the fuck up. What are you talking about? I ain't did shit, nothing with this boy but hold his hand in his car. And if you didn't like that, and if you thought it was uncomfortable, you could have spoke up and said something at any moment or at